If you think about buying or selling a property in Toronto, I need you to hear this very clearly. Home sellers are losing power fast, and most sellers don't realize it until they already lost tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact moment seller power disappears and the one number that proves buyers are back in control, and why the next few months could quietly push prices even lower unless something specific changes. I'm also going to tell you who should not sell right now, because for some families, selling would be the wrong move. And at the end, I'm going to give you a 60-second test you can run on your own home that tells you instantly whether buyers will respect your price or test you. If you're new here, I'm Kevin Yu, and this channel is all about Toronto real estate, especially for families moving from condo and condo townhouses up into houses, which is one of the hardest transitions to time properly. And if this video helps you think more clearly, hit like and subscribe so you don't miss on the next one, because 2026 is shaping up to be a year where strategy matters way more than optimism. Let me give you the takeaway early, because most people click off around now. The first 10 days on the market decides whether you sell with leverage or with excuses. Everything I'm about to show you explains why that's true. And in about 6 minutes, I'm going to show you the exact number that predicts which category your home falls into. So here's the old belief sellers are still holding to. And this is what they're saying to me. Once I list, buyers will compete. That belief came from 2021 and 2022. Back then, buyers were scared. Inventory was tight and rates were super low. Money was practically free back then, and sellers could dictate the terms. But you know what? That market is gone. We're not crashing. We're not collapsing. The market is just different. And when the market shifts, the people who get hurt aren't the pessimists. They're the people still using old rules. There's one number I look at before I give any seller advice. It's definitely not headlines. It's not vibes and how we're feeling. It's not, hey, the spring's going to be busy. It's one number. It's called months of inventory. And I'll promise I'll explain this in normal language. But this number is basically the power gauge. When it's low, sellers push buyers. When it rises, buyers push sellers. And right now, especially for condos and condo townhouses, the number has crossed into buyer advantage territory. I'll show you the exact levels in a second. If you're moving from a condo or a condo townhouse into a house, here's why this shift feels brutal. When you're buying a house, options feel amazing. When you're selling a condo or condo townhouse, options are the enemy. Because buyers don't negotiate hard when they feel urgency. They negotiate hard when they feel choice. And right now, condo buyers have choice, and a lot of it. Let's talk about months of inventory. The simple ask: if nothing changed, how long would it take to sell everything currently listed at today's pace of sales? So if it's below 3 months of inventory, sellers control the market. Around 4 months of inventory, it's a balanced market. And above 5 months of inventory, buyers gain leverage. Now, here's where Toronto is sitting. Condos, 6 months of inventory. It's actually closer to 7. Condo townhouses, about 5 months of inventory. Houses, we're talking about semi-detached, detached homes, 4 months of inventory. That's a huge change from just a couple of years ago. That doesn't mean prices crash overnight. It means buyers can breathe if you're buying into condo and condo townhouses. And when buyers can breathe, they stop overpaying. So month of inventory, this matters more than price charts. Prices move slowly. Behavior changes instantly. And buyer behavior has already changed. You can see it in the longer days on the market. There's definitely more conditional offers. And there's more renegotiations. You heard that right. renegotiations. And there's definitely more price reductions. And all those metrics, all those higher numbers, as mentioned earlier, they're not random. They're symptoms of power shifting. Here are 3 buyer moves that prove it. Buyer move number 1, buyers negotiate after negotiations again. This is the first signal seller power is gone. Buyers buy conditionally, they do inspections, and suddenly things that were fine become problems. I'm talking about if they see that your heat pump in your condo is older. They see that there is some special assessments coming out in your status certificate. There's worn finishes, small maintenance items that they found during their inspection. In a hot market, buyers swallow this. They're like, okay, whatever, I'll just buy. But here's what they say now. We want $10,000 off. We want you to fix this thing. We want you to replace this. And when sellers say no, do you know what happened? Buyers, they don't panic. They leave. And that's power. Here's buyer move number 2. Buyers walk away emotionally clean. Here's the shift sellers aren't emotionally ready for. Buyers don't need your condo or condo townhouse. They like it. And there's a massive difference because when buyers like something, they negotiate. When they need something, they overpay. Today's buyers, they're calm. Calm buyers don't chase. Here's buyer move number 3. Buyers punish stale listings. This is the quiet killer. Once your home sits, I'm talking about if you're 60 plus days on the market. What does come to mind when you're a buyer and you see something's on the market for so long? You're going to assume there's something wrong. And most buyers will think that as well. Or they think the seller is unrealistic with their pricing. Or they can get a deal. So even if your home is perfect, time on market creates a story. And buyers always assume the story helps them, not you. This is why the first 2 weeks on the market matter more than the next 90 days. Let's talk about the advice sellers love. List high, negotiate down. This used to be annoying when the market was strong, meaning seller's market. You try it in this market, it becomes expensive. Because when you list high, this is what happens. Serious buyers don't book showings. They think that you're overpriced and you're nearly on the market. They don't even bother looking. Some browsers might show up. These are tire kickers. Your launch window gets wasted. So launching where a product gets wasted. Then you start reducing your price. Now buyers don't think good value. They think they blinked. And once buyers smell hesitation, negotiations get aggressive. Not because buyers are rude, because your listing invited it. And that's what the story of your listing tells them. And here's my honest take about what's going to happen with the market. If months of inventory stays elevated, and if interest rates don't drop meaningfully, prices, especially in condos and condo townhouses, are going to continue feeling that pressure. The Bank of Canada has been pausing, not rushing to cut. We know that already. They even stated that. So if you're waiting for rates to magically save your sale, that's not strategy. That's a bet. And most families shouldn't bet with the biggest asset. Okay, pay attention. If you're on the market right now or you're thinking about selling, you should probably not sell right now if your move is optional. If you're just reacting to headlines, pause. Another thing, if your numbers are tight, if selling cost wipes out flexibility, don't rush. If numbers don't make sense, you can't do it anyways. You can rent comfortably and sleep at night. If holding works for your life, sometimes waiting is smart, or you don't know what your next steps are. Selling without a plan can turn into a desperate buyer later. Selling should create control, not stress. So here are the things you can't control: rates, headlines, inventory, and buyer confidence. But you can control 2 things. Number 1, you can control pricing. And pricing is not a wish. It's a positioning strategy. How you price, is that going to either pull buyers in or going to push them away. In a buyer's market, pricing is how you regain leverage. Here's what you can control for number 2, preparation. Buyers don't negotiate hardest on the best home. They negotiate the hardest on a home that feels like work. So preparation removes excuses. And excuses are what buyers use to ask for more money. So here's the 60-second seller power test. You could do this tonight. First of all, look at listings similar to yours. Look on realtor.ca, House Sigma, whatever that you use. Ask, are there more than 10 comparable options? Are the best presented homes selling while average ones sit? Are price reductions common in your category? If yes to 2 or more of those, you can still win, but you win by being the obvious choice, not the stubborn one. So you can't be priced within where all the other ones price. Your price has to be attractive to buyers, essentially the most valued ones in that pocket. Seller power didn't disappear because sellers did something wrong. It disappeared because the market changed. And the families who win in 2026 won't be the loudest. They'll be the one who adapt first. If this helped you think more clearly, hit like and subscribe for more videos just like this. I'll keep breaking this down as the market evolves because clarity beats optimism every single time. Thanks again for watching. See you soon.